Nope. Never mind. That's right. This is where I want to be. No, not in. Not up there. Maybe up there. Not that one. Oh wait, wasn't it that one? Why are all waterfalls now impenetrable? We had a deal. Put something behind every waterfall. There it is. Spring Falls achievement unlocked. Is this the alphabet? For additional support and secrets. Alright, so that's Fox, F-O-X. The sword is Ox. No. Punish man? More like punishment is getting banned. Got him. So are these letters or numbers? Or both? Letter numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 24 of the bottom things, and 18 of the top things. What are they trying to say here? And there's whatever this is, they're like... Oh, really? Okay, so I could have come here anytime. This might be telling me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. Were there 12 relics to get? This might be saying, hey, look on each page, each one of the pages for a hint or something. But this is important. This is the secrets of the alphabet. This is how you graduate from kindergarten. So they're like, hey, you can get this by combining these two things. And you can get that by combining these two things. But why would you do any of those when instead you could just speak American? Over, down, over, right? Plus this. So it's saying, hey, you can combine them. And I've been thinking, oh, okay, like T-H-E, right? Makes the. Oh! No, I did not have this. Also, these are shaped... Wait a minute. These are shaped differently than I would think. Because I was thinking of each of these as being like, there's the 4 diagonals and the 4 verticals for the top, and then 4 diagonals and 4 verticals for the bottom. But this seems to be combining them. Like, hey, here's 2 things from the top and a vertical that goes all the way down and one on the bottom. Is it saying, like, at the end of a word, you start to use a letter from the next word? This is very mysterious. Also, I'll have to look back. Last time I came here, I was probably at 9 fairies. Because I have visited here since I started finding fairies, and I probably had 8 or 9. So let's look at one of... How can I get the? No, I have no idea how to... These are the outsides. These are the insides. Okay. That helps a little. So the T-H-E, which appears right here. The outside is just the top hat. The inside is a full line for the top. To the insides and a short line or something. So that would be the top hat at the top right there. And I guess this doesn't make a distinction between, like... Alright, maybe there is no distinction between long or short lines. It's just... The inside would be that third from the left, second from the bottom. Does that mean one is T and the other is H-E? There's also no 2-letter word for sword, or 3-letter word for sword. Is the sword labeled something? No. Let's look at the instruction. I mean, the page that says fairies. So this is 100%ed now. Okay, so maybe getting all the fairies is just so you can get that flower. And getting 10 of the fairies is so you get the hint that you need to finally be able to read so that you can solve this puzzle, and this is the actual last puzzle. That's what I'm going with. Oh, on the back. Hello. Page is a little bit ripped. This also says nothing about dots, and there was something further back here. Not there. Here. It was like, hey, the circle means exchange. This separates that character into an inside and an outside. The outside is the one slash, and the inside is the two internal slashes. The next letter is all internal, and the next one is internal and external, and the next one is all internal. Where is... Right, so conceivably this is the word move, right? We said that before. So this would be that for the external, and then just the internal, and then this one, then the next one is all internal. This could be the word target or lock on or lock. It's too big for lock. That could be block or shield. But it's got it. I was gonna say maybe the first letter of every word is like capital, and that's why it's different, and it can be combined with another letter, but that's not it. It's especially weird that when they list them out, they're like, there's 18 and 24. How does that make sense? What am I to make of that? 18 and 24. I could also use the title screen, Tunic, to try to... So, like, the thing that I thought was move would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the inside. And the lower... Okay, and 1. One of the inside. And then the other letter. So is it only 3 letters? Up... It's that one. 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Doesn't help at all. Could this be the word you? No. Where was the or from that? Or and or when it said, are you a hero or a fool? that both of no, it's one letter all external. Man. And this is definitely the end of the instruction booklet, so one last thing to try. That is, if I find somewhere where I can stand in the water, which actually might be difficult. Where is there standable water? There's an instruction page that says, hey, I guess it says sit in the water for 60 seconds and hidden text will appear. Can't stand in this water? No. Somewhere over here where you can. Not over here. There we go. All right, so I'm in the water, right? What was the... Don't know which page they're talking about, or if they're even talking about the instruction booklet, but we're gonna chill here for 60 seconds and continue to think. Trying to think in, like... Are you supposed to find a pattern there and they're only showing you the first 18? Like, just extrapolate the rest of the letters, idiot. Are there letters missing from the alphabet? Are the fish forming letters? Is that hexagon a letter? The hexagon is likely to be a letter. I don't know where there would be extra text. Unless it's on the inside cover, which I never found. Right, perhaps that would make sense. Oh. Totally is. That's the word or in the middle. between the two. That's the word or. Which is why it's in the middle of the two options. So then... because that's on here as its own symbol, and it's also in here as two separate symbols, or even not three separate symbols. No, even three, because the one at the bottom right. Yeah, wow, this is. Very confusing. Like, that's great that I have or figured out, for sure. Good to know that I'm not both a fool and a hero. But that just makes the word the a complete and total mystery. Because it's the carrot, the hat, and then it's the thing down here, the middle one, or not middle. Maybe even though there's no reason to combine them, maybe the the lower caret is an H. And the vertical line is an E. We've seen lots of things that have just vertical line top to bottom all the way. That's reasonable. But you can't really combine that. If I only had a slightly longer... I mean, there's the word fairy, which I think I can say for sure which word is fairy, but... Does fairy show up here? Not here. Not here either. What? Alright, I must have the wrong word for fairy then. It's not showing up anywhere. Is it even here? Did I write down the wrong word? I did write it down wrong. Put in one extra line. Alright, so starting over. Still isn't. Oh, there it is. Okay. The third word in here seems to say fairy. Or whatever the word is. Could be spell, could be magic. Just wanted to say good luck. We're all counting on you. I am serious. Stop calling me Shirley. All right, so I'm less confident in fairy. If it didn't appear in the first two things, the first two paragraphs, but it does show up here. In fact, that could even be fairy and spring, because that's what this is called, the fairy spring. But that's only 4 symbols. Each of them, fairy and spring, would each only be 2 characters, where I guess a bunch of information fits into a single character, like they were saying. Combine 2 things to... I don't know if this is something I can reasonably figure out. Or at least not on stream, you know? Huh. And this is where it would be fruitless for me to go through, like, Ever had suggested yesterday, like, oh, you could go write down each of the things and then, you know, run analysis to see, like, which ones are the most common, which, like, pairs are most you know, there's an algorithmic way to decipher a simple cryptograph where it's 26 things, where, you know, like 26 letters, for example, where each letter represents another different letter. You can algorithmically figure that out, but I'm like, no, there's more than that going on here. Because these characters are, in some cases, combinations of two things. But the things that they're combinations of are are showing up in groups of 18 and 24, which is upsetting. And the only things that I'm very confident in are A, the, and or. And even though I know what or looks like, it doesn't make any sense. How it is a combination of the letters O and R. Especially because that particular character is all external. It's the two things and the thing and the thing and nothing in the middle. The middle ones seem to be grouped in here. If there were even... I was gonna say if there were even like 5 of them that were set aside, I could be like, these are the 5 vowels. But no. Maybe it's that a vowel always attaches to a consonant. That is the character for or down here. Or there's no line through it, because the line kind of, I guess, denotes that it's part of that it's. Maybe they're just not drawing the horizontal lines here. Is it or, like the or in sword? Is each one of these 4 letters? Like that first character is SWOR? And then the last one is D? But that would mean that that would mean that it was SW up here, like that fox is spelled is a 10-letter word ending in SW. I'm not confident of that. I only got 3rd place at the National Spelling Bee. Man. The whole, like, this doesn't feel like it deserves to be called streaming if it's... Like, we've been in this position before, but never to this extent where it's... Well, no, I mean, I guess there was, like, the Goss stack, but the Goss stack I got to at least try out my guesses. Here I have no guesses. Exactly. It's like that alpha, beta, whatever they're called. The quick brown fox. You're done because the word fox has most of the letters of the alphabet in it. Clearly, it is spelled FoxxxxxxSW. The sword thing makes me even more like, there's no reason that I should. It would be weird if that was correct. So just drawing THE again is like that for the outside and then that for the inside. What? If there was even, like, maybe not one word. If there were even 14 words that I knew for sure. This, I want to say, is the golden path, right? Because that also shows up elsewhere written in gold. At least I think it's the same thing. Line, diamond. Yeah, that is the same word. It says, you want to know how to something the golden path? Go to page 49. 49 is this puzzle to be solved. Oh wait, and that just says the goal. Maybe nothing here is helpful. If this is the golden path, the something. But maybe one of the other instructions somewhere else says, like, this is how you use the things, right? Why that? Why that one character circled? Step 1, walk in the door. Door? The hell is a door? Maybe nothing here is helpful, the game. Terrifying. Right, so that's one of the many things that I would like to call that the golden path. But the path at the end. Oh, it does kind of okay. Maybe the vertical line is T. Maybe just a pure top to bottom vertical line is T. But that would because there should also be an H in there. Also, this middle thing is 8 letter or four characters. which I'm not comfortable with. Maybe instead of the, it's da. Like, maybe they're speaking like trolls in World of Warcraft and everything is da. Do you know the way? No, that's Knuckles. It's the spiritual sequel to Cheetah Man. So this is not necessarily Golden Path. In fact, it's less and less likely. But the... If these are all questions, some of these things should start with, like, where or what. Do you need help? How do I open the door in the mountains? A red sail. At the beach with no internet? That sounds terrible. But welcome. We are basically at the end of the game. I have found all of the fairies. I found all of the fairies and seemingly must now decipher this game's language in order to open the door in the mountains. That is my final goal. Maybe. And then there's Dracula on the other side. 10,000 Draculas. Right? Like, what if that was the word open? O-P-E-N. Nope, it doesn't work. So if, like, on second, if this just says, like, the golden path, or whatever, and then this says something else, then this is actually of no help. They can't correspond to letters of the alphabet, because there's more than 26 numbers. There's actually even more than 52, so it's not like... capital, capital and lowercase. It's not like... Is it? Okay. It can't even correspond to pages of the instruction booklet because there's a 55 here, and they... Oh. It does go up to 55 if you count the back cover. But I think I already tried going to page 12 and seeing, like, is there any reference there to whether I go to 9 or 39 or 16? See, that could conceivably be the word you. Right? In parentheses, next to the fox. If we see that in a bunch of other places, I'm going to declare that to be the word you. Looks like that, and that, and that. And underneath is that, and that, and that. Which, if you separate it out, there is the outside, and there is the inside. It doesn't look like the O in or. Does that word show up here anywhere? Yeah, there's the word you at the end. For you, at you, because of you, all your fault. So even if I'm I'm a little bit confident that that is. Yeah, I know. There's so many hide messages the whole way through this whole game. Devastating. None of these appear to have the word you in them. Not like what I'm doing here is not helping me, I don't think. I guess. There's the word you again in his little fox note. Stick it, fox. Something, 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 you. Okay. At least I'm establishing that it's a common word, so it is pretty likely to actually be the word you. There it is again. But it's the second word of the... What? Oh, maybe that's like your... No. I'm pretty sure the first thing there is a. So the word you after that doesn't make sense. A yourself. What's on page 28? A map. Is this the word lost? Is this lost? And then they have one character for go to? Why am I writing these down? It's just nonsense. That one is way, way too common. The thing with the little stick on the top and the bottom. And this is 3 characters. What's a 6 or a 9 or a 12 letter word for lost? There's the word you again. You. It doesn't, I don't think the... I keep wanting to say that the outside corresponds to, like, the first letter of the word. And I don't think that's right. Did you ever, anybody ever... Okay, so the Witness had one of the... I did not watch it on stream, but it had one secret thing that you find that plays a video that's an hour long. And it's just basically audio only. And it's of Brian Moriarty giving a talk about game development called The Secret of Psalm 46. And in it, he doesn't talk about game development very much. He just talks about a wide variety of different topics, and then towards the end ties them all together by saying, all of these things are kind of like game development. And... no, I like it. In fact, I've listened to it again a number of times, just on YouTube. He has another similar lecture where he, again, this is at GDC or something, where he gives a talk about the conspiracy theory that one of the Beatles, Paul McCartney, that he died and was replaced by a lookalike. And that there's all of these secrets hidden inside of, like, all of the Beatles albums put out since then that, you know, are clues of the Beatles trying to, like, secretly tell people, like, Paul died. There's only, you know, 3 Beatles left and a guy who looks like Paul. And then, like, he talks about it for, like, an hour, and then at the end it says, like, that's why, you know, just do whatever in your video games, and people will like he relates it to, like, artificial intelligence, and, like, people will find meaning in randomness, which is what he also touches upon in at least part of the other one, the Psalm 46 one. But this just reminds me of this, like, obviously there are enough hints that this really is truly decipherable in some way, but I for a moment imagine myself as a crazy person looking at completely random things and going, I almost have it figured out. This says this and this says that. Right, yeah, if you play whichever Let It Be, I think. If you play Let It Be backwards, it sounds like it's saying Paul is dead. So, like, if this isn't just crazy randomness, I feel really confident about the whole, like, the top 18 are external bits. The six symbols that you know, I'm looking over at the word tunic again. But that's too big to be the word tunic. Oh, maybe it's Secret Legend, because that's what the executable is called. Although, even if I were 100% confident of that, still doesn't help me. Still doesn't help me learn the language. But I do have a feeling it's Secret Legend, because that's the executable is called Secret Legend. Or the title bar, because I'm running it windowed. Maybe every combination of... What's another word for sword that has the letters OR in the beginning? Or dagger. I'm also pretty sure that it is not, like, hieroglyphic. It's not like these really do. It's not like it stands for the concept of or. I'm positive that it's the letters O and R. Maybe the rule is you just keep layering letters on top of each other until the next letter would overwrite part of the existing thing, and then you move on to the next one. So, like, the only reason that the is a single word is because T, H, and E all fit into the same thing. So if you have a word that's like 4 letters long, you could fit it all into one symbol as long as none of them overlap. Is that it? But then I still don't know which letter is which. And that makes it infinitely harder to figure out which letter is which. There's also, I have the things written out for on the compass. There were things, and he was like, "Oh, is that NEWS maybe?" When he goes, was it here? Yeah, right here. He's like, "Oh, maybe that one is N, that one is E, or they could be U, L, R, and D, like up, down, left, right." But if so, then up doesn't look anything like the word U. It's got the caret on top, I guess. It's got part of the line going down. No, it's no good. So really want to know what the hell this is. Oh, I am still standing in the water. Okay, so good. I had forgotten where I was. Fortunately, it would appear that no secrets have been revealed. Maybe this is it. I have to hold this button so that it's actually in the water. It is right now. It is soaking. The instruction booklet is soaking in the water. Objection: foxes don't have toes. Oh, from this angle you can see the tape. There's tape on the corner, or the side of the instruction booklet. Steady. This is not it, though. Turn the TV this way and that. I don't think we are actually dunking the instruction booklet in the river. I do not think that we are. Alright. What other thing could I possibly do like... Oh, I didn't notice you could do that too. You can, while this is... Oh, that's super neat. It would be pretty hard, you're right. Especially because seeing the instruction booklet on that screen would look very small. You wouldn't be able to read it. I can't read it either, but that's okay. Maybe if I go to that treasure room. Because like for additional whatevers, something the 12, right? The 12 secrets you can find. Maybe finding some of them has helped me in some way. This will at least give my toes a chance to unwrinkle. There's 12 of them. So this is 41. Doesn't help. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so I have 6 and 7. 48 and 53. There's 53. Oh, which okay. Maybe that's where I got that one. The crown? I think it was. 48. It's from getting all the fairies. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. 28, not helpful. Oh, maybe because it's written in pen there? Oh, so are these all notes in pen saying where to find them? Could be. What's on 41 in pen? Nothing. Oh, right there! Oh, alright. Maybe we go find all of these. Instead of struggling with our ABCs.